Students from non-EU countries can also invest in the stock market and in cryptocurrency while studying in Germany. Watch this video till the end and I'll show you how and what you need to be careful about. Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Ahsan and I came to Germany in 2015 as a master's student from Pakistan, and it took me almost 5 years to start investing in cryptocurrency and the stock market. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how one can invest in the stock market and in cryptocurrencies. I'll talk a little bit about stocks and ETFs, about the taxes involved, and my strategy for investing in stocks and cryptocurrencies. Students coming to Germany usually have a blocked account or some sort of scholarship where they get their monthly allowance into their bank accounts. Most of the time, this monthly allowance is more than the amount that is needed for the students' expenses, and the rest of the amount is kept in the banks. In many cases, this happens every month and the remaining amounts keeps on adding in the bank account and nothing is being done with that amount, and its value is being reduced because of inflation. Many students don't invest in cryptocurrencies and the stock market simply because they don't know, and the students who know don't have an idea how they can invest in stocks and cryptocurrency. So the first thing that is needed is to open a brokerage account to buy stocks and ETFs. Creating a brokerage account is similar to creating a savings account in Germany, as long as the money that is being invested is their own money and they are not using the amount that is needed for their expenses and their studies to stay in Germany. So that is why investing in the stock market is not like running a business, and no special permission is needed to do that, as long as one is not day trading and holding the position for a medium to long term. There are many options for opening a brokerage account, but the most common and the easiest ones to get registered and get started with are Trade Republic and Scalable Capital. Both are good. Both have their pros and cons. I have individual videos on both of them regarding the requirements on opening the account with them and step-by-step procedure of how one can open an account with Trade Republic and Scalable Capital. To buy cryptocurrency, one needs an account with a cryptocurrency exchange. The issue here is that it can be very overwhelming for beginners to understand how cryptocurrencies work, how one can store cryptocurrency, the different kinds of wallets, for example, hardware wallet or software wallet, and the different variety of cryptocurrencies and tokens available in the market. My favorite places to buy cryptocurrencies are Binance and eToro. Binance is the traditional cryptocurrency exchange. However, eToro is a little bit different and it's not the traditional cryptocurrency exchange, but I find it very easy for beginners to register with them and get started into investing in the cryptocurrency market. I have many tutorials on how you can buy cryptocurrency using eToro and the different things that need to be considered while investing in cryptocurrency. I'll put the links to those videos in the description below. Next comes buying stocks and cryptocurrencies. When it comes to the stock market, ETFs are always recommended for beginners. An ETF is simply a basket of securities which is having multiple stocks, and one can get exposure to a variety of stocks within one ETF. For example, Core MSCI World is an ETF which is invested in 1594 companies. That means that if you buy a single ETF of the Core MSCI World, you are essentially investing in almost 1600 different companies. Another example is the S&P 500, which is essentially tracking 500 of the biggest companies in the US. So buying a single ETF from the S&P 500, you will be essentially investing in 500 of the biggest companies in the US. I have a video on my favorite ETFs. You can watch that video, and if you want to know more differences between ETFs and stocks, I have a video on that as well. When it comes to the cryptocurrency market, Ethereum and Bitcoin are two of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there. Any cryptocurrency that came after Bitcoin is called an altcoin, and there is a very large number of altcoins available in the market. With altcoins, there is a higher probability for growth, as they are usually smaller in value at the moment compared to Bitcoin. But with this growth potential, there is a really high amount of risk involved as well. Next comes taxes on stocks and cryptocurrencies. In Germany, there is a flat capital gains tax on the profit from stocks and ETFs, and that capital gains tax is 26.75. For example, if you buy a stock for 100 euros and sell it at 200 euros, meaning that your profit was 100 euros. So the tax will be taken on the profit, which will be 26.75 euros, and the tax will not be applicable on your initial investment. There is, however, a 801 euro tax-free amount for individuals and 1602 euros for couples per year, meaning that if you're single, you will be able to have a profit of 801 euros per year, which is going to be tax-free. For cryptocurrencies, if you hold a cryptocurrency for more than a year and sell it afterwards, it's going to be tax-free. So anything that's being held for more than a year is going to become tax-free after that 1 year. For example, if you had bought 100 euros worth of Bitcoin in May 2020, and if you sell it, for example, for 200 euros in May 2021, this 100 euros is going to be tax-free. But if you sell your cryptocurrency before 1 year, this is going to be taxed based on the variable tax rate within Germany. So you will have to submit a tax return to declare your profits. In the event that your profit from cryptocurrencies was less than 600 euros, this amount will not be taxed and you do not have to submit a tax return just for showing your profits in cryptocurrencies. However, it is always recommended that you submit your tax returns even if your profit is less than 600 euros in cryptocurrencies. Another very important point is the risks involved in investing in stocks and cryptocurrencies. The value of stocks goes up and down. For example, last year in March, the stock market crashed about 40% in value. But since then, the stock market has recovered and is at all-time highest at the moment. In cryptocurrencies, the market is a constant roller coaster of highs and lows. A 10% loss within a single day is not a big deal when it comes to cryptocurrencies. However, gains of 25 to 30% in a day is also common. So for students, it's very important that they do not invest the money that they need for their studies and their expenses. Maybe 25 euros per month could be a great starting point where the invested amount is not that much, and if there is a loss in the stock market or in cryptocurrency, that amount will not be that high, but in return the students will gain an exposure with the stock markets and the cryptocurrency market, and that would lay down a great foundation for when they have a full-time job and their saving is more than their expenses. So what's my strategy of investing in the stock market? Well, the 70% of the amount that I want to save in the stock markets is put in different kinds of ETFs. For example, Core MSCI World, S&P 500 and MSCI World Emerging Markets. I have a video on my favorite ETFs and I'll put that in the description below. And the rest of the 30% is put in individual stocks. For cryptocurrencies, I mostly invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Recently, I've put in some small amounts in different altcoins, but that is maybe a topic for another video. To summarize, students need a brokerage account, for example, Trade Republic or Scalable Capital, to invest in the stock market. And to invest in cryptocurrencies, one needs an account with the cryptocurrency exchange, for example, eToro or Binance. There is a 26.75% capital gains tax on the profit on stocks and ETFs. And if a cryptocurrency is held for more than a year, it becomes tax-free if it's sold after that 1 year. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your student friends. And I'll see you in the next video. Bleib gesund.